it.
What's going on, my people? Louie C. the Mayor checking in. Welcome to the podcast. It's a wonderful day in paradise out here. We keep spirits up. Thank you all for tuning in. Please turn notifications on right now. And right about now, I got Miss Emily Nixon from the SOS. What's going on, young lady? How's everything? Talk to the people right there and let them know what the SOS is all about. How you doing? Sure. How's everything going?
I'm good. We're good at SOS. For anyone who doesn't know, SOS is the largest hunger relief organization in Monroe County. We operate 2 food pantries, one right here on Stock Island and one up in Key Largo. And then we also have a community kitchen that prepares meals for kids and seniors. So we've definitely been busy throughout the last month or month and a half since this whole COVID shutdown started.
Outstanding. I want to give a big shout out to Dr. Burrows, Advanced Urgent Care, Key West Marathon in Key Largo. Outstanding work going on there. Plenty of test kits going on. And we get in the city and the county where we need to be to get back to business every day. We're moving forward. So it's going to be lovely here in paradise soon. We're not out of the woods, but slowly but surely. Shout out to Miss Tangela behind the camera, Miss Edwards, Tangela Edwards. Make sure you check out her Facebook page. So, Miss Emily, I met you the other day at good old Stock Island. I always say Stock Island is the future. I got to tell you, I've been through a lot of drive-thrus. I've been to McDonald's drive-thru, Wendy's, Burger King, Taco Bell. A lot of
goes on.
Yeah, a lot of drive-thrus. But what an operation you kids had over there with the SOS, with the help of Rick Ramsey, Monroe County Sheriff's Department. You got so many cars in and out of there. Can you tell them a little bit about what happened at Bernstein Park the other day?
Sure. So in a 3-hour span last Friday, we served just over 800 cars coming through. We're just seeing huge need for food as the county goes on. I believe it's week 6 of the shutdown.
Yes.
So like I said, just huge need for food as people start to and continue to feel this economic strain. SOS distributed, we had about 25 pallets of food out there. About half of that was fresh produce and frozen meat, and then the other half was non-perishable pasta, beans, pasta sauce, stuff like that. So we had a great turnout of volunteers and really just kind of kept the cars flowing through one after another and got through 800 in 3 hours.
800?
800.
Wow. Okay, so in case y'all don't know anything about Stock Island, once again, like I told you, Stock Island is the future, right? Mm-hmm. So there's avenues down there in Stock Island, 5th Avenue, 6th Avenue, 7, 8, all the way to 12th Avenue. So the line to get the food supply was all the way from 6th Avenue, all the way stretching into 12th Avenue, all the way to US 1. Okay, and the SOS, I believe in my talks with Miss Emily, a lot of people still don't know, and that's why we're here on the program. I need y'all to turn notifications on. I need y'all to tell people we're on right now so you can get some more people in here and we could get this vital information out, because this is a critical need for the community right now. Like I said, Ms. Emily's dealt with Category 5. She's in the Category 6, like we described on here, Operation White House. So this is unprecedented, and we can't get enough food out. And we definitely want people to know what is going on. Miss Emily, can you please tell these people watching the Louie C. the Mayor podcast? And by the way, please go to our YouTube channel and check out all the podcasts. Can you please tell these people a little bit about yourself and how you came to good old Key West, Florida?
Sure. So I'm from Massachusetts originally, even though you would never know it by the way that I talk. Do not have that Boston accent.
But you had a conch accent?
I don't know what accent I have. So I moved down here 6 years ago, actually to work for SOS. It was supposed to be, it's through a program called AmeriCorps Vista, and it's supposed to be a 1-year kind of temporary position with SOS. Fell in love with the organization, fell in love with the Keys, and 6 years later, here we still are. So I do a lot of program management with SOS. I help with grants and make sure that the money's coming in to pay staff and for program services. And just a little bit of everything, and especially with COVID going on, it's kind of just been all hands on deck. So, you'll see me at distributions and then back behind the computer responding to people who want to donate money.
You heard what the captain said, all hands aboard. So volunteers, let's talk about volunteers. We're talking about all hands aboard. If I want to be a volunteer, what do I need to do?
It's a really easy process. You can find all that information on our Facebook page. We've had a great outpouring of support from volunteers since this whole thing started. Really people just wanting to give back. A lot of people out of work right now and seeing that they can give back to their community when they maybe didn't have the opportunity before when they were working. So like we talked about too, we really just can't do what we're doing on the scale that we're doing it without the support of the volunteers. So we're having volunteers bag up groceries, put groceries into the car, make pallets, depalletize things to put into coolers. Really everything that goes on behind the scenes, we rely heavily on volunteer help for.
No doubt, no doubt. And listen, this organization is officially endorsed by Louie C. the Mayor Entertainment. And there's a lot of organizations out there, but you got to be careful of what you donate to, because a lot of stuff, unfortunately, vultures, guerrillas, gangsters, all kinds of people come out in situations like this. So it's got to be above board, and this is 1,000,000% above board. So on Facebook, is it the SOS Foundation?
SOS Foundation, yes, correct.
And do you have a website?
We do. It's SOS Mission, MISSION.org.
And do you have people manning phones?
We do. It's been a little bit hectic on the phone line, so full disclosure, probably Facebook is the best way to get in touch with us. Yeah, but Facebook Messenger. You can't call, and I guarantee you that someone will call you back.
It might just
take a day.
But you could also go to the website and follow the information there.
Exactly.
And we'll get back to you. But I'm telling you, I got a really good, solid operation going. I was very impressed. I plan to work my company with SOS, and I ask anybody out there that wants to make a donation to please contact Miss Emily, and they need all the donations they can. So over here on the podcast, Miss Emily, we ask tough questions here, right?
Sure.
So in your opinion, are people going hungry in Key West due to the COVID-19 situation?
I would like to think not. We live in the United States, obviously. We don't hear of many people dying from starvation like in other countries. The main goal of SOS is really just to free up more money in people's household budget. So the idea is if SOS is providing food, mostly healthy food at that, people don't have to go to the grocery store as frequently, and therefore they have more money to put towards rent, utilities, childcare expenses, medical expenses, things like that. On the flip side of that too, we also find that low-income people traditionally don't have money to afford fresh food, and instead they're buying the less expensive canned food, processed food, which obviously isn't as healthy. So by providing the fresh produce, the frozen meat, the healthy proteins, SOS is also trying to improve the health of the community.
And I think that is great and such a wonderful charitable deed that you guys are doing, for the community. And I just want everybody, like I said, to be able to eat. Nobody should not go without eating. And with this organization, that's what we're striving for. And like I said, we got all those meals out. We didn't miss any people the other day. Now, let me ask you a question. So let's talk about distribution points, because
sure.
The goal here today for the podcast, I want this going throughout the whole city. I'm talking about the whole county. I want this information out. So please get this information out to people so people know what's going on, because a lot of people don't have access to this information and they don't know. So we need to get this out here today. So what are distribution points and where?
Sure. So Tuesdays we operate at the St. Mary's back parking lot off of Windsor Lane, and that distribution goes from 1 o'clock until 4 o'clock. On Thursdays we are out at Stock Island at Bernstein Park from 11 o'clock until 2 o'clock. We also have 2 distribution points in the Upper Keys, Key Largo at St. Justin's. That's SOS's permanent pantry up there. We operate on Mondays from 2 o'clock until 6 o'clock. And then SOS has partnered with the Alamorada Moose Lodge to also
nice.
hold a distribution in Alamorada on Thursdays from 10 o'clock until 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So lots going on.
That's outstanding. That's outstanding. And throughout your whole mission of the SOS, right? When we're not in a pandemic or in a hurricane, what other services do you guys do?
Sure. So we operate out of our community kitchen, and we provide meals for kids at after-school programs and summer programs. So normally when school's in session, kids have access to meals, free and reduced meals, through the National School Lunch Program. Whenever school's not in session, they don't always have access to those meals. So SOS works with partners like the Boys and Girls Club, the Bahama Village Music Program, to provide meals to kids.
Okay. So today I've seen, shout out to the #1 mayor in the world, Mayor Carruthers. I think they're doing a great job out there in the county. And me and Miss Emily were talking off camera, and we're gonna get a plan to get the city open. The county is, but it's got to make some sense. So like that, we don't rush into things, and we use our brains because, like I said, we don't want to repeat of this. We want to get through this and keep it moving. So it's hard to get everything to perfection because this is unknown. But the county is doing outstanding, and I know everybody's trying to do a great job. And also, I heard you say this the other day, you don't want people to feel bad because they're going to go through the line or whatever.
Right.
You try to elaborate a little bit about this?
Sure. The last thing that we want is for anyone to feel self-conscious about coming to one of our distributions, to think that there are people in the county who quote-unquote need it more than they do. SOS has the resources to be able to help anyone who is in need. So we just want to encourage anyone, even if you wouldn't traditionally come to a food pantry, you wouldn't traditionally look to SOS for services, to please don't be shy. Please don't feel uncomfortable about coming and asking for help. SOS is here.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Emily. Make sure you tune in to Wild 92.7 tomorrow, Thursday Night Live Worldwide. DJ DOS, DJ Slice, we're going to be in the building. Where's the Party? Key West. Latinos Key West, restrictions have been lifted. And SOS is going to definitely get people fed. Thank you so much, Miss Emily.
Thank you.
Like the page on Facebook. And have a great evening, and God bless. We love y'all. Thank you again, Miss Emily. Any closing words there for the people?
No, just thank you all for the support, volunteers, donors, and once again, if anyone's in need of the services, SOS is here.
Thank you. God bless. Louie C. the Mayor, FloridaKeysInjury.com. We all the way live. How?